Only on News 4, surveillance video shows a pickup and a trailer going into a storage business where tens of thousands of dollars in tools and equipment were stolen. And the victim in the case says that's not all the thief did. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Claire Kellett.
I'm Courtney Bryant. He's being called a thief and a con man who stole a truck, trailer, equipment, and his girlfriend's heart. The equipment was taken from Midland Storage on Midland Boulevard in St. Ann.
In a story you will see only on News 4, our Russell Kinsall is live tonight in St. Ann with the rest of this bizarre story.
It's quite a story. Right now, there is a storage unit here at Midland Storage that was packed to the gills with lawn equipment and tools. It's empty now. A man who went by the name Mike David is accused of skipping town with all that stuff. Now, he's accused of spending months building the trust of an investor and a woman who thought she was going to marry him.
And the last words I got from him was that he looked at me and he said, "I love you and I appreciate you." And I haven't heard from him since.
Joanne Lohr fell in love with a man who called himself Mike David. They started a lawn and handyman service together.
We really didn't have a lot of money to start it, but we didn't think it was going to take off the way it did.
Scott Finney is a longtime close family friend who was impressed by David's hard work. He loaned Lohr and David his pickup and trailer to use and bought equipment to help the business take off.
So I took pretty much all my money I had and started investing into the company by buying mowers and weed eaters.
Then on Friday, Mike David was recorded on surveillance video driving into Midland Storage where all the equipment was kept. He allegedly drove off with $25,000 in tools and equipment, never to be heard from again.
Every tool that I have been gathering and buying for the last 30 years was gone.
Mike David disappeared so quickly he left behind all his clothes in a dresser at the house where he and Joanne lived together. After David disappeared, Joanne did some detective work and found out he may have done this before.
I've reached out to his sister and his ex-wife and the mother of his children, who have thought for years that he was dead.
Investigators say 34-year-old Michael David Fulgham.
This was a news story about his disappearance in 2017 from Oxford, Mississippi. Joanne Lohr feels deeply betrayed.
The one I was finally ready to settle down with. Just to be stabbed and lied to and betrayed.
You saw a picture of that pickup and that trailer. That pickup is a 1986 maroon GMC pickup. That's a white single-axle trailer. Both St. Ann and St. Louis County Police are investigating these crimes, and if you see him or those vehicles, you're asked to call police. Live in St. Ann, Russell Kinsall, News 4.